From the Target 12 investigators now at 4, Rhode Island Department of Administration Director Brett Smiley refunding campaign donations tied to state vendors. Joining us now via Zoom, Target 12 investigator Steph Machado, who covers the city of Providence for us. Steph, you and our colleague Eli Sherman uncovered these campaign donations, and as you reported last night, Smiley, who is planning to run for mayor of Providence, is now returning some of those donations as a result of your reporting. So what prompted all of this?
Well, so back in October, Brett Smiley made this pledge that he would not accept campaign donations from state employees or state vendors because of his role as the director of administration for the state. He even went to the Ethics Commission, asked for their advice, made this pledge, and they sort of memorialized all of this in an advisory opinion to him. So, I marked my calendar to make sure to check if he fulfilled that pledge on when the first reporting deadline came due, which was this past Monday. And we checked, and our excellent data reporter Eli Sherman cross-referenced his campaign donations with publicly available spending data. And what we found was that several of his more than 200 donors in the fourth quarter of 2020 were executives or even owners of companies that get state money. So we're talking, there was a real estate group that helped with the COVID field hospitals. There were law firms that get state business, and even one of the landlords that hosts the state's Department of Environmental Management. And so we brought our findings to Smiley earlier this week, and so far he has refunded 6 of his campaign donations, totaling $5,000. He has not refunded all of the donations that we flagged for him.
And Steph, there are other potential candidates for mayor who are also state employees or hold elective office in government. So why is Smiley's role so unique that he needed to make this pledge and seek ethics advice?
Right. So listen, anyone running for office has a day job. Many of them are already elected officials. So we're always going to be on the lookout for campaign donations that come into conflict with their other roles. But in this case, it's really unique because Brett Smiley is one of the top, and actually he's likely the top unelected official in the executive branch. As DOA director, he has the power to direct millions of dollars of taxpayer money to various vendors, and particularly in the COVID-19 pandemic, because of the state of emergency, the state has been making a lot of emergency spending. There's no time to go through the competitive bid process and all of those various checks and balances. So a lot of money being funneled to state vendors. And so he recognized that unique position that he's in and decided to go to the Ethics Commission before starting to fundraise and made this pledge that he wouldn't take money from state vendors. But as I mentioned, we found that there were a number of donors.
And Steph, in your report, Common Cause Rhode Island Executive Director John Marion noted it may not be sustainable for much longer for Smiley to continue to hold this role in state government and also campaign for mayor. So do you know how much longer Smiley plans to do both of these things?
Right, so it might be up to Dan McKee, the incoming governor, who could decide to just name his own DOA director. So that's a little bit up in the air. Smiley has told me that he would resign his position before he started. He formally launched his mayoral campaign, but he also wants to help with a smooth transition between the Raimondo administration and McKee administration. But look, he is well on his way to campaigning for mayor. As I mentioned, the fundraising that we've reported on. In addition, the Providence Journal reported this morning that he has been meeting with a well-known mail ballot consultant, Eddie Coutinho. That took place at the law offices of a state ethics commissioner who has now resigned from her position. So the bottom line is Brett Smiley is making a lot of moves towards his run for mayor, and so we'll have to see how long he stays in his DOA position.
Great reporting here, Steph. Thank you. And you can read Steph and Eli's full reporting right now on WPRI.com, including the names of those campaign donors who were refunded.